Let's talk a little about what happened this week. Rage Against the Machine is a rock group that came to Philadelphia. They performed at the First Union Center. And now on this day of the anniversary, I don't know if it's just a coincidence, you're announcing something at 1 o'clock this afternoon and on our program this morning that you're asking for a boycott of First Union and their subsidiaries. Why are you asking for the boycott against First Union?
Well, we don't have a rock group here. We have a hate group put to guitar music. Two of their biggest hits are Killing in the Name and Bullet in the Head. We're not talking Peter, Paul, and Mary here. This organization is championing the fact that this individual murdered a police officer. Anybody who supports this killer is tacitly saying that they sanction the murder of police officers.
Can we get your response to this point?
Well, you know what? This is really great because this man has just sat here and lied. Bullet in the Head is about cops killing black men, shooting them in the head. The Rage started off talking about they dropped the bomb. They were talking about cops like him who dropped a bomb killing 11 black men, women, and children.
Against Move culminated in Mayor Wilson Good's bombing of the Osage Avenue house, which left 11, including 5 children, dead.
Rage did make it very clear that they are not about cop killers. And you know that they are calling for a new trial for Mumia Abu-Jamal. They made it very plain. And again, this is the intimidation that these people have used on people like Singletary.
I was threatened to be beat up. My parents were going to be harmed. My business was going to be destroyed. Everything that I worked for all of my life was going down the tubes. I was told, basically, this guy's not worth it. He's a scum of the earth. I don't know why you taking up for him. You know, we know who did the shooting. Look, we got this guy. We're going to put him away. You're going to do what we tell you to do, or you won't be no good in the city.
Veronica Jones.
And then one day, they came to get me to go to court. Excuse me. They came to get me to go to court, and I thought I was going to court on my charges. And when I got into the courtroom, I was facing a whole room of police officers. And the 2 detectives that visited me, they were standing like in the far right corner behind all these other police officers. And there was Mr. Jamal, who I didn't even know, per se, at all. I was totally confused. I didn't know what to say. I'm looking at a man I've never seen in my life that I'm getting ready to lie on. And I'm looking at these officers that can put me away. So I just thought I didn't see anything. Sorry.
So, it was a lie.
It was a big lie. A lie that could almost cost somebody their life.
And again, this is the intimidation that these people have used on people like Singletary, Veronica Jones. You know, this is their history. People can go buy, just go to a bookstore, to a record store, get the lyrics, and read what it is that it says. They're not talking about murdering anybody. They're talking about the FOP history, this government history. And again, it points to what liars and bullies these people are.
Pam, thank you for that. We have 20 seconds left. A quick response, and then we got to go.
Well, again, this is complete, utter, absurd nonsense. This continually repeating call for a new trial is a cheap charade. If Jamal publicly admitted what he did and apologized to the Faulkner family for the horror he's put them through for 18 years, I think this issue would be put to rest. But he's never denied that he murdered Officer Faulkner.
Yes, he did.
Pardon me. He's never denied he murdered Officer Faulkner.
I'm not going to sit here and let you lie like that.
He simply said he's innocent of any wrongdoing. What he's telling the public is that he killed the officer, and you can see Exhibit A in my earlier argument running our mouth now.
That's right.
He killed Officer Faulkner, and he's proud of the fact.
In front of your building.
This is an emotional issue on both sides, and we appreciate both of you for being here very much so we get both sides of the issue out.
The reality is this is a world that is by design closed, you see. Were it not for a court order and our civil action, this very interview would not have transpired 6 months ago. it would not have been allowed. Do you understand? As we speak, the state of California has announced a moratorium on all interviews with all prisoners throughout their whole system. There's a reason for that. And that's to keep people in the dark.
Mumia, thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you for coming out, and give my best to everybody, including George. On the move, long live John F.
Cause that tell me the system fly to the plan and set Mumia up to kill the innocent man. So free Mumia! 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 Sabo is corrupt as hell and y'all know it. I ain't gotta say a word because he show it. Doing
very much so we get both sides of the issue out there, because obviously everyone who knows this case feels passionately about it one way or the other, but we certainly appreciate you both being here and expressing your points of view.
For the opportunity of them exposing themselves again.
Thank you both.
We're going to head out to Sue Serio now for a check on the weather.
7:36.